The following podcast contains alcohol-enhanced conversations about alcohol, as well as a potential for discussions about topics of dubious, disturbing, possibly offensive, but usually hilarious interest. The opinions stated herein are solely of the persons making them, and any endorsement of these opinions by any other party is not implied. Foul language is likely, but intolerant viewpoints are not. Listener intoxication is advised. Hello and welcome to episode 91 of the Whiskey Tangent Podcast. I'm Scott.
I'm Ed.
And for the third year in a row, we're featuring one particular company's new whiskey collection as our first episode of a new season. That company is Vermont-based independent bottler Lost Lantern, and their new set is composed of 5 different pairings of lower proof versus higher proof expressions of the same style of whiskey collected from craft distilleries across the United States.
Brilliant.
And so, with proofs ranging from 100 to Hazmat, Ed's going to get us going by telling us the 5 different styles of 10 different whiskeys from 15 different distilleries that we'll be daring to compare without becoming impaired tonight.
So the reason we could do their stuff every year, because every time they do stuff, it's almost always brand new.
Yeah.
And it's one of a kind, and it's a limited release, and it's special stuff. We have had a tremendous relationship with Northern Adam. They've been the best friends of the podcast since the very beginning of the podcast for us. I mean, the first season, second season?
It was one of the Whiskumentary, maybe the second Whiskumentary.
Second year. So we've been together with them for a long time, and they were so young back then, and so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, right? And now they're just seasoned industry veterans.
The marketing person who reached out to me said that they just had a baby.
Oh, my gosh.
Congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Baby's going to be like a whiskey genius.
How could he not be? Or she.
So happy to be doing another episode with Lost Lantern.
Yes.
So what we're going to be looking at specifically, first of all, we're going to start with a product that does recur for them, which is their Far-Flung Bourbon. Except this time, instead of only being presented in cask strength, they have a 100 proof version, which they think is like toning it down, which is why we love them. So we have the 100 proof, and we have the Far-Flung Bourbon 4, which is 120.7 proof. Then we have a single malt pairing. We have Copperworks Distilling Washington State Single Malt, 120.6 proof. That's their lower version, okay?
Yeah, that's the lower.
They still have some learning to do about what a lower expression is, but
well, it is lower.
It is lower, technically, because the Boulder Spirit 7-year Colorado Single Malt is 138.7. Bring the milk of magnesium. So now we have a Southern Bourbon pairing, more traditional, where we have the Fiddler Soloist Georgia Straight Bourbon. I don't know that I've drank a lot of Georgia Bourbon. Have we had a Georgia Bourbon on here?
I don't think so.
I don't know that I've ever had a Georgia Bourbon. I'm kind of excited about this.
Yes.
And then we have the Dread River Distilling Company, Alabama Straight Bourbon, and we've had limited Alabama, like the Clyde May just last month. But the Fiddler Soloist Georgia Straight Bourbon is 129.9 proof. The Dread River Distilling Company Alabama Straight Bourbon Whiskey is 141.8. Wake up your liver. Schedule dialysis in the morning. Let's go.
Jesus.
I didn't do it. I'm just drinking it. If there's a controversy, you're creating it.
I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about. You're arguing with yourself.
Rye pairing.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
The rye pairing, which is Scott's favorite section of it.
Oh, yeah.
Is our old friends at New Riff, Kentucky Straight Rye at 115.1 proof. And it goes against another state that I'm not sure that I have a lot of experience with.
Yeah.
The Broad Branch Distillery 8-year North Carolina Straight Rye Whiskey, 141.6. And finally, we have some mountain bourbons coming in. The Montgomery Distillery Montana Straight Bourbon, 104.6. Pretty mild for Lost Lantern collection.
Yeah.
But hold on to your horses. The Days Defile 10-year Idaho Straight Bourbon, 154.4 proof.
Oh, my God. I'm excited for that.
And this is because Everclear doesn't make a bourbon. Lost Lantern's collection is kind of set up for me and Scott because I like my stuff like somewhere between 100 and 115.
Right.
Well, Scott likes it between 110 and 125.
Above that, yeah.
Right. Roughly. So once again, we have a bourbon pairing, a single malt pairing, a southern bourbon pairing, a rye pairing, and then a mountain bourbon pairing. We're going to warm up with the Far-Flung bourbon.
Right.
And Scott's going to let you know what Lost Lantern's thought process is here.
That's right. So this is from their marketing materials, as are all the descriptions for the individual whiskeys that we'll be reading later. High-proof whiskeys, especially those in the so-called 140-plus proof Hazmat range, have developed a true cult following among dedicated whiskey drinkers, but many have yet to encounter these intense, powerful drams. At the same time, a growing faction of whiskey enthusiasts are embracing the balance and approachability of lower-proof varieties, and Lost Lantern's Spring 2026 collection is a nod to both movements. Created in honor of their newest flagship release, the Far-Flung Bourbon 100 Proof Blend, the collection also includes a cask-strength version of that whiskey plus 8 more single casks presented in pairings of lower and higher proof, which Ed just told you about. So instead of declaring one style superior, whiskey drinkers are invited to explore how proof shapes aroma, texture, structure, and overall experience across styles and regions. As co-founders Nora Ganley-Roper and Adam Polonsky explain, there is no perfect proof for whiskey. We're not choosing sides. We love both higher and lower proof. It really depends not just on the distillery and the whiskey, but also on when and why you're drinking it, whether on the rocks with friends or slowly savoring a dram to close out an evening. Proof is just one chapter of a whiskey story, and this collection explores that chapter.
I love that because it's very, very true. And we just explored that in a way like we do every year in the Whiskey Madness. We have the 4 brackets based on proof, the below 100, then the 100 to 109, then the 110 to 119, and then above 120.
Right, because so it guarantees one from each of those brackets to at least make the semifinals.
Right, and when we get into the semifinals, we get into a similar situation, which we're seeing from Lost Lantern with the proof disparity. But it is going to be interesting to taste the first one, which is basically similar juice.
It's the exact same blend, just proof differently.
Why do you have 4 after one and not the other?
So that's the version of the Far-Flung Bourbon. They've done 3 previous.
Oh, so the one above it is also 4.
It's also the 4, but they're calling it the 100.
I see. That's the name. I got it.
Yeah.
But it is exactly the same juice.
Yes, exactly.
All right, no problem. So we're going to start out with the Far-Flung Bourbon.
Yeah, and Ed has a description of it, all the distillers and stuff.
I was just going to start drinking. I was like all excited. So great bourbon comes from all across the United States, and the 4th edition of Lost Lantern's flagship bourbon expression proves it by bringing together whiskeys from 7 distilleries in 7 states that have never been blended before, each one a master of its own craft and climate, a master of its own domain, if you will. This blend shows the depth and breadth of what bourbon can be, and those distilleries are Baltimore Spirits Company, Baltimore, Maryland; Highwire Distilling Company, Charleston, South Carolina; Rich Grain Distilling, Canton, Mississippi; San Tan Spirits, Chandler, Arizona; Still Austin Whiskey Company, Austin, Texas; Whiskey Acres Distilling Company, DeKalb, Illinois; and the Wollersheim Distillery, Prairie... Scott, you know French.
Prairie du Sac.
Right.
I guess.
Prairie du Sac, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's in my contract that I don't pronounce French words on the podcast.
Right.
So he tried to sneak one in on me. We'll be
did.
talking about that. We'll talk about that in post-production. Also, for the first time, the Far-Flung Bourbon, as we mentioned, is available in both cask strength and 100 proof expressions, which is what we're going to be comparing right now.
Right. So I'd said the proofs earlier, 100 and 120.7. They're both 4 years aged. The math bills are not disclosed because from all those distilleries. The price of the 100 is $80. They have 758 bottles available. And the price...
It's a lot for them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The price of the version 4, the higher proof one, is $100, and they have 120 bottles of those. We have notes, tasting notes from them. They're pretty basic tasting notes for all of these. Yeah. They just do the nose and the palate. They don't do the finish. Right. That's just what they do. Do you want to taste 1 and 2 together, or just want to taste 1 and then give our opinion?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Immediately off the nose, cherries.
I think peach.
Oh, peach.
Yeah.
I'm getting cherries. Oh, I am drinking black cherry seltzer, but that's taste, not smelling. I'm going to move that over there.
Get that out of here.
Get that out.
In that case, I smell garlic bread. That's what I had for dinner.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, it smells like a traditional bourbon, but deeper than that.
Yeah.
Deeper than what you would find.
Right. I mean, what he means by that is there's definitely brown sugar, vanilla.
Exactly.
So a little bit of caramelization going on there. Mm-hmm. I'm getting a little bit of a vanilla cookie.
Ooh.
Wow, it's pretty complex. I mean, you can tell this is a pretty intense blend from the fact that it's so dense for being 100 proof.
Ooh, it's like woody, but sweet.
Yeah, it's more earthy than it smelled. Mm-hmm. It smelled a lot sweeter than it is, and that's not a negative. It's just an explanation.
Yeah, there's like that almost the kind of thing that you get on like a wheat whiskey.
Yes.
That sort of intense.
Yeah.
God, I can't even describe it.
Yeah, I think I'm tasting the Arizona whiskey. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it has those characteristics of the wheat whiskey, like a lot of the darker baking spices, clove and anise.
Yeah, the finish is much more herbaceous. I'm getting some of the dill, menthol type of thing. Just a splash of it in there, but it's there.
And that thing that we sometimes call vinyl, but it's like super pleasant here.
Yeah, it's very pleasant.
It's such a nice contrast to the sweetness that's in it, too.
It's almost a little similar to the seagrass from barrel, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yep.
Some of the flavor profiles. Yep.
Yeah. And I would say similar to also the Corset's Whips and Whiskey. It's got that kind of like intense grainy thing on your tongue.
Because we're dealing with regional grains.
That's right.
Not Kentucky grains, which means it's going to taste different than, the 80% majority of what you drink.
Yeah. So Maryland, South Carolina, Mississippi, Arizona, Texas, Illinois, Wisconsin.
Right.
So they get these separately, and they're the ones who blend these.
Yeah, that's the labor of love right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch to the cast strength now.
Yeah. So
and I'm going to save some of the 100 proof to come back to it.
Yes.
It's funny, the nose is more muted.
Yes, it is.
It has less sweetness to it. There's more ethanol, of course.
Yeah.
We're tasting all these in the neat glass. We're still very good friends with the company. We love their tasting glasses, especially for something like this with such high proof whiskey. The shape of the neat glass helps diffuse the ethanol to the outer rim. And
that's one of the most important things about the neat glass is that you're able to nose things without burning out your nose.
Yeah. In fact, the nose is very muted on this. I can't understand why. Good move, Scott. He's getting us distilled water because now they're getting into really hot stuff and it's going to open up a little bit.
Did you say hot stuff?
Yeah.
Got some hot stuff, baby, this evening. I got some hot stuff, baby, tonight. I got some hot stuff, baby, to see.
Give a chance for the crickets to settle.
Donna Summer. She died, didn't she?
I didn't hear that, did you?
Oh, I don't know. I thought she died. Well, this is sad. I don't know why I brought that up.
Cut that
Just
out.
cut that out.
We don't need any of that, but I need to know if Donna Summer's dead.
Okay, so yeah, it is muted.
The nose.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm still getting what I was getting on the nose of the first one, the cherries. But is she died? Did she die?
Like forever ago.
Right, like a decade ago. 20. Right. I thought so. Okay. We've settled that. Summer down now.
All right, so I'm really surprised at how the nose. In fact, I'm going to put some water in after I taste it and go back because I want to taste it in its full form, of course.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put a little water on it, and then I'm going to smell it. Then I wonder if it opens up more smell.
So what I'm getting after the cherries on the nose of the higher proof one is what I was tasting on the finish of the first one. That like wheat whiskey intensity.
Yeah, it's definitely more herbaceous, and I have to tell you, I just tasted it. I think it's better than the other.
Is it better?
I think it's a smidge better than its lighter proof cousin.
Oh my God, yeah, that is phenomenal. It's a cherry spice now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's candy though too.
Oh, yeah.
Holy damn.
Yeah, it tastes sweeter than the other one. By the way, I just put some water in. Talk about opening up some sweetness and open up the nose too.
Yeah. They have Cherry Jolly Ranchers, right?
Yeah, of course.
Cherry Jolly Rancher.
Well, they have Cherry Lifesavers too, Scott.
Oh, okay.
I think it tastes more like that.
Maybe Cherry Lifesaver. Okay, so you take a Cherry Lifesaver.
Yep.
And you dip it in baking spices.
Okay. Yeah.
Clove, cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg, and you add a little bit of water. Yeah. And that's what it tastes like. This is fantastic.
When they pulled this out the barrel, they had to be so happy with themselves. Like, they had to be like, look what we did. I mean, this was their greatest creation until they gave birth to their own child. Until they actually created life.
Right. Created life.
Up until this point, this would have been their greatest achievement.
Wonderful. I did not expect this because the 100 is good stuff.
But this is an exceptional whiskey. And there's only 120 bottles. And probably by the time we air this, there'll be 2 bottles.
So hopefully if you listen to this and you think you're going to like any of these, you can go to their website and order them.
Correct. All right. I'm going to go back to the 100 real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll just see if it opens anything up there or any new notes.
Oh, I didn't drop any water in. You dropped water in?
I did. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me drop water into the higher proof one.
It made the 100 taste more herbaceous.
Oh, you also dropped it in the 100. Okay.
No.
Damn it.
No, I mean, I just did, but I haven't tasted it yet.
Okay, I got you.
Going back to the 100, after drinking the cast strength, takes away some of the sweetness and brings out more herbaceous notes.
Got you.
Like the menthol, leather, tobacco type
Yeah.
of
Yeah, it's funny how that works. All right, so the water in the higher proof.
It makes it so much better.
Oh my gosh, that's even...
It makes it so much better.
How is it better?
There it is. 5 drops in it makes it even better. And I can only imagine what 2 ounces of this on a globe would do. Oh.
So now I can kind of understand why they wanted to drop some water into it and maybe proof it down a little bit and have a lower proof expression. Because at first I was like, why would they make it 100? But now after dropping some water in, like it just brings out like much more sweetness and it's more balanced than it was originally. Not even though you heard us say that we thought it was phenomenal. Even with some more water, it's just excellent.
So that was great.
That was great. So you want to do their tasting notes?
Sure.
On the nose, warm oak, bright spice with notes of chocolate. Which is interesting. We didn't get those. We got the spice in the oak. But
the oak's definitely there.
Palate, rich and spicy with balanced notes of citrus and vanilla. Ooh, citrus. That's one thing that I don't think we tasted.
I didn't get citrus, but I got a lot of vanilla.
Yeah. I mean,
what's funny is every time we do this with Lawson, I'm like, well, that might be the best thing we had today. But nope. It just keeps getting better. But I have to tell you, I don't think anything will be far superior to what we just tried. Both of these were excellent. And I think it's a great baseline moving forward to see what the other distilleries are offering this year and how they fit into the very interesting blend of the Far-Flung bourbon.
Yeah, and I just mixed my 100 and my high proof together because it's the same stuff. So why not? Puts it around 110. Yep. It's wonderful. So good.
So good. Oh my God. Hats off to you guys up there at Los Angeles. Great job. You drink a little water, then we'll move on to the single malt pairing, which we've been big fans of single malt the last year and a half, 2 years.
The famously got its own designation and rules, and people are definitely making more of it now.
It's interesting. We've been drinking a lot of Stranahans from Colorado. So this will be another single malt from Colorado and one from Washington State.
So going forward, Ed will do the descriptions and the stats and the tasting notes for all the low proof expressions, and I'll do that for the higher proof.
Lower proof expressions, because this one is not a low proof expression.
It has the hard R on it.
It is the lower.
It's not lower.
Right.
It's lower.
The Copperworks Distilling Washington Single Malt. Founded by brewers, Copperworks Distilling in Seattle, Washington brings craft beer's precision and the use of local ingredients to the distillation of whiskey by working closely with nearby farms to create spirits that truly reflect the climate of the Pacific Northwest. Copperworks has been a Lost Lantern partner since their very first release, but this is their first single cast from the distillery in 4 years. Distilled from 5 malted barleys with different roast levels, this rich and full-flavored dram showcases the grains in its mash as much as it does the oak in its barrels. The proof is 120.6, the age is 3 years, the mash is 100% malted barley, the price is around $100, and they have, allegedly, 210 bottles.
All right. So that's your number 3?
Oh, yeah. Watching Scott. Go ahead, Scott. Tell me about it.
Scott, you drink it.
You drink it.
Wait, you're on the podcast too, Ed.
Yeah.
Okay, these are single malts. Let's get our mind around the single malt. Oh, wow, that smells nice.
Very sweet. Even sweeter than the first one.
I get so much honey on this.
Yep, I get a little milk chocolate.
Oh, a little chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When you sniff it deeper, you go past honey and vanilla and sweetness into milk chocolate.
It's not as much baking spice as the first one's had, but there is like a little thing like a...
Yeah. I'm getting malted milk balls.
Oh, okay.
Because of the malt and the chocolate.
Yeah.
Covered in honey.
Oh, man. The nose is so good. I love...
No, it's nice.
The single malt noses. All right, let's try it. 120 proof.
Oh.
Wow.
Peaches and oranges. It's like a fresh fruit salad and maltiness down there. Like neither of the first two, the Far-Flung ones, had a burn down the throat like a Kentucky Hug or that kind of thing. But this one does. It like gently, nicely burns down the throat.
Love the flavor of this one.
I know, it's fantastic.
This is one of my favorite single malts I've ever had. Oh my God. Only 3 years old? You gotta be kidding me. And it's so sweet. It almost tastes like Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles is what I got.
I know.
Because there is a cerealness to it. Yep. There's like a grainy cerealness to it, but then there's that fruity sweetness.
Yep.
So
Fruity Pebbles is good.
Fruity Pebbles is what I've been getting. That's what I'm living right now.
Yeah, that fresh fruit salad that I got on the nose is there, but it's deeper, and the deepness of it is the extra grain quality that you were just talking about.
Yep. Man, my gosh, so good.
This is so great. It's a little effervescent on the tongue, so it's reminding me of like a soda. Not quite a root beer, but close.
I think I know what you're trying to say, but it's not a soda. It's like, what else kind of like buzzes on your tongue? There's something else out there that does that.
Cocaine.
Oh, yeah, cocaine. Yeah, right. Yeah. So this is weird, but
The Whiskey Tangent Podcast does not condone the snorting of cocaine.
No, like ceviche, like it kind of cooks in citrus, like it's like that tartness on your tongue. So I think it's almost like that, like you're getting a tartness.
Oh, okay. So more like a Sour Patch Kid or something like that.
Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, like a sour, and even though it doesn't really taste sour, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
And I would say,
yes.
I would say this taste. The thing that popped my mind was the snowflake from Stranahan's.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
everything that we tried from Stranahan's has been phenomenal.
It's funny. I'm now looking at for the first time the notes. We crushed these notes
Did we?
Like we wrote them.
You want to do them? Go ahead.
So the nose is warm and spicy with hints of clove and milk chocolate.
Okay.
The palate is deep, fresh malt with notes of honey, oat cereal.
Honey oat cereal.
Cardamom and clove.
Oh, yeah. So we tasted a lot more fruit.
Yes, more fruit than they got.
Than they're revealing here, but that's okay.
But they always give us a space to taste what we want to taste. They just give us some like markers, you know?
So you want to drop some water into it, see what that does?
Sure, yeah,
Let's do that.
absolutely.
Or do you want to save it and taste the first one and then drop water and compare them both? Because that's what we're kind of supposed to do, I guess.
All right, so now we're going to dip into the other one, Scott. Which one do we have here?
Yeah, we have the Boulder Spirits Colorado Single Malt. Boulder Spirits in Boulder, Colorado was founded by Alistair Brogan, who brought Scottish whiskey making traditions to the Rockies, a dry, high-elevation environment that makes for bold and unique spirits. At just under hazmat proof, this unpeated American single malt is a true exemplar of the form and a crossover opportunity for lovers of intense bourbons.
Who made this? Alistair Crowley?
Mr.
Crowley.
Won't you drink my whiskey? The proof is 138.7, so hazmat is usually 140 and above.
Okay.
So we're just below that. The age is 7 years. The mash is, again, 100% malted barley. The price is $140, and they have 173 bottles for purchase.
Oh, okay.
And we'll smell this one. Ooh, sweeter.
Once again, more fruit.
Yeah, but like I'm not really chocolate on this one.
No. I'm getting more like a bit of weird fruits, like raisin and maybe an apricot type of thing.
I'm getting that thing that I always call Swedish fish. Oh, I mean, again, another fantastic nose.
Yeah.
Although, if I'm going to be a little critical, I would say this has a nose that's more one note than the previous one.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I mean, I also don't know if what we're doing to our nose after 4 ethanol bombs in our nostrils, but maybe take 5-minute break before we go into the next pairing. But because we've been doing these pretty quick. But I'm actually a little afraid to taste it.
Why?
Because it's so hot.
Oh, right. 138, was it?
All right, here we go.
138.7.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there's the malt.
That was very malty.
Woo!
It's really hot. You said you didn't feel the burn on the first couple.
Yeah, you're feeling it now.
I've already drank a half a liter of water for those keeping track at home of Ed's hydration.
So this does have similar characteristics to the first one, but it's much spicier.
To the Copperworks.
To the Copperworks, yeah.
I do think they're very similar.
They're very similar.
In a lot of ways, but they're definitely different.
This has much more cayenne pepper
on it.
On
the finish, right now when I'm sitting here between sips, it is kind of like spicy my tongue a bit, which is not always what you get from single malts.
No.
You know?
No, that's kind of surprising.
Wow. So I just put water in it. I can't take another sip at full strength of this. It's going to kill me.
I'm getting the Colorado hug.
Oh, wow.
This is so good. God, these are all so good. This is why we do it every time. It's like, should we feature him a third time? Yes, we should feature him the third time because everything they've sent us has been fire.
I was mad that we missed the last collection. We just didn't have the time to do it.
Yeah, the fall collection.
Fall collection, I'm sure, was amazing. On my deathbed, I'll be like, I wonder what the fall collection was like, and then I'll die.
Right, because the fall collection, they kind of tricked me.
Yeah.
So the fall collection.
Trick you.
Well, they
you tricked yourself. Don't blame them for you.
Well, listen to the evidence.
All right. Okay.
You're already executing me. Judge, jury, and execution.
I'm defending lost land.
You are. The name of their fall collection was Scotch Lovers Collection.
Okay.
So I saw the email come in, and we were doing some other stuff. We had a lot of other stuff going on, and I was like, well, if it's like sort of Scotchy stuff, maybe we don't want to dip into that. Right. But what it turned out to be was American single malts. For the purpose of getting Scotch lovers into American whiskey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant. But once again, life is full of disappointments. We're here now. We're here now.
All right. So did you drop water?
I think it opened up a lot more flavor. And I think that's 90% of the time when you have a high proof whiskey and you taper down the ethanol a bit, you're almost always going to release some more flavors. Yeah. Now, if you're 100, 105, no. Sometimes you ruin it. Sometimes you mute it.
Yeah, these are so high. You can drop a tablespoon of water in this.
about 8 drops in this.
Like I'd put maybe 3 or 4 and it didn't really do much. So I'm putting like an additional, proof it down to where Ed had it. Like 8. Oh my God.
This caught me off guard and went down the wrong pipe.
Oh God. This is only the second pairing. We've got 5 total. Like I said, we're going to try to do it without becoming impaired.
We will take a break in the middle.
We will. We'll do another episode
we have
in
some
between.
food here for us to eat.
We'll do the last call that you heard last week. Okay. So dropping some water in the higher proof one, the Colorado one, makes it taste a lot more like the Washington one. The honey is back. That honey grain cereal thing that they got in the tasting note.
I just tasted the lower one.
Yeah, I'm about to do that.
And I noticed a kiss of smoke at the end with the water on it. Just a little kiss. Could be the clove. Tell me if I'm just out of my mind.
There is something there. Is it smoke? It does taste like a cooked grain, like a cooked food.
I mean, it could just be the way the cardamom and the clove notes are hitting, but
maybe like just a hint of char.
From the barrel?
The barrel, yeah.
Maybe. It's just a kiss. It's nothing like peaty or smoky or anything like that. It's not at all.
Yeah, so in the description of the Washington State one, the lower proof one, it didn't say peated or non-peated, but the Colorado one, the higher proof, it did say that it was definitely unpeated. Mm-hmm. So there could be some smoke.
Could be.
Depending on the barley that they used.
Right.
Oh, I mean, I'm getting cola flavors off of the lower proof one now, Washington State.
I know.
The thing that I love about American single malt, that malty tinge that with Scotch I think ends up being a little bit too much, is there on the Colorado one, and it's perfect. It's perfect. So out of these two, which one do you think is better?
Just made the decision.
Yeah.
And I think that the Colorado one is probably a little bit of a better overall whiskey.
Yeah. Like if we were doing the Madness tournament.
If it's doing the Madness, I would have chosen the first one, the Copperworks from Washington.
Oh, really?
Because I think it hits my palate more.
Okay. That makes sense.
I got with a little water in it. I just took the last sip of that, and I actually did the last 2 sips I did in my mind as a Whiskey Madness competition, and I gave the edge to Washington, but I most guarantee you would have chosen the other way, and then we would have gone to a tiebreaker.
Yeah, we would have. Gabe or Anders would have had to break the die because, yes, I think the Colorado single malt is better than the Washington single malt.
Yeah.
But that is not a statement about Washington single malt being bad.
No, it's amazing.
Both are amazing.
Yeah, they're both amazing. Oh, the tasting notes. So,
tasting notes. I got them.
Yeah.
On the nose, big and dense with surprising sweetness and notes of spicy oak. On the palate, clove, red pears, pomegranate, and rich oak. Interesting.
Pomegranate.
So there's the tartness that we were tasting.
Right. Like we said, it was like kind of like a sour, but just a kiss of it.
Yeah.
And if it is pomegranate, I've never had a sweet pomegranate. It always has a little bit of a tang to it.
Yeah, a little tartness.
That's what makes it a pomegranate.
Right.
All right, so we're going to take a 5-minute break just to drink some water. I'm a little overwhelmed here.
Yeah.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so we're going to do the third pairing. This is being termed the Southern Bourbon pairing.
Yeah.
We have expressions from Georgia and Alabama, and Ed's going to tell you about the Georgia.
Right, the Fiddler Soloist, Georgia Straight Bourbon. Best known for its Fiddler Soloist whiskey, Atlanta-based ASW Distillery has helped define the idea of Southern whiskey with spirits that reflect the region's hot climate and rich agricultural heritage. Made from a 6th grade mash bill, this straight bourbon whiskey is the Lost Lantern's first Georgia whiskey and the first from ASW.
Yeah, this mash bill is interesting.
It's crazy. 6 grains.
Yeah.
Aged 7 years. So really one of the older whiskeys we've had today. The mash bill, here it comes. 56% corn, 14% malted wheat, 10% malted rye, 10% malted barley, 7% smoked malted barley, and 3% chocolate malted rye. I haven't even tried it yet, but I'm so impressed with the effort there. The price is around $100. Supposed to have 146 available at release. Once again, it's the lower proof whiskey of the pair. It is not in any definition a low proof whiskey.
No.
It is 129.9. Now listen, I often say when me and Scott do stuff, we say, listen, you guys should really do this at home. Get your friends. You should not do what we're doing today at home. This is very ill-conceived on our part. We are drinking 10 high-proof whiskeys. Some are lower proof than others, but none of them are low-proof whiskeys.
No.
So we're going to end up having at least 10 ounces of high-proof whiskey today. So do not do this at home. We are trained professionals.
We are.
Right. We're like stuntmen.
Whiskey stuntman. I like it. I like
the
it.
Georgia Straight Bourbon.
Right.
Let's try not put on. I'm a little scared. I just want to put water in right away, but I'm not.
Right, just take a sip at the 130. It's basically 130, which is crazy that that's the low. All right. Oh, I mean, I'm getting a lot of cherries tonight.
I'm getting chocolate again.
Dark chocolate?
Yeah, not milk chocolate like I did before. More like a like when you're making the milk, putting a scoop up.
Oh, cocoa.
Yeah, like you're putting
Cocoa powder.
you're putting the cocoa powder in the milk. And there is a little citrus, and not orange, but maybe lemon. Like a lemon.
I can see that.
A lemon rind. You know what I mean? Not really sweet.
Yeah, the zest. I can see that.
I get some wood too.
Oh yeah, it's oaky.
Besides, are you getting a fruit? Are you getting?
Well, besides the cherries, because I mean, I am getting cherries on the bourbons tonight.
This time I get cherry.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a little dill there too.
On the nose?
On the nose. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Chocolate is definitely there on the taste.
Yes.
Like a cinnamon chocolate.
Yes.
It's a little dry. Not crazy dry.
It's a dry finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a taste on the end that I can't. It's almost like a piece of wood. Almost like one of those cinnamon toothpicks that I used to suck on in middle school.
Yes, it's that cinnamon oil, like that really intense hot cinnamon.
Yeah, but with a wood flavor.
Yeah, and that dry cocoa. Jeez.
Wow, the cocoa's all over. But the cinnamon, almost with a splash of cayenne pepper. Like,
yeah, because it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not just the proof.
It is a very interesting whiskey. I'll be honest with you, did not like the first sip. Like the second and third sips so much more.
This is incredibly different than anything I've had before.
I'm put some water in it now.
You know what this tastes like, actually? And this is going to be a weird tasting note, but it tastes like a protein shake.
Okay.
A vanilla protein shake that you added your own cocoa powder to.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You mix it up and you're drinking it, and it's that kind of taste in the back of your throat that you're like, do I like this? I kind of like it.
Yeah, I'm going to put water in now, and I put a decent amount of water in, like 8 drops. I need to get this down somewhere around 115 so I can...
That cocoa chocolate note is insane to me.
Yeah, it's actually more in the taste than it was on the nose.
Yeah, on a bourbon.
Remember, it's because of the mash bill.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, so I mean, we even have chocolate rye in here.
Yeah.
And we got a smoked malted barley, and we got malted rye. We have a malted wheat. We have a lot going on here. It's too chocolatey for just the 3% chocolate malted rye.
Absolutely. So that malted wheat flavor that I was talking about, I guess that was on the Far-Flung. That's intensified by 10 times on this bourbon.
Yeah. I'm going to taste it now with the water.
Gosh, that's so different. I've never tasted anything like this.
Well, I've never tasted this mash bill before.
No.
So we figured out we've tasted, in our totality of life, over 500 whiskey. On the podcast alone, we're over 450 on the air. So.
Yeah, you'll hear it next week or last week.
Yeah, we'll give you all the stats. We gave all the stats last week of how many we've tried. But it's very, very interesting when we get a mash bill or a flavor that we've just never had before.
All those different malted grains.
Wow. It just gets better every sip. I'm going to save whatever's left because I want to come back to this where I feel like I'm a little overwhelmed by it right now because it's so hot and so heavy. And
yeah, we'll come back to it when we taste the other one. Okay, so you want to do the notes?
Rich notes of dark chocolate, cocoa powder, key lime, and dense oak. That's on the nose. The palate is deep and balanced with earthy chocolate, oak, and rich baking spice.
Yeah, and that's absolutely all there, plus the other stuff that we were tasting, for sure.
Yep.
Another really good one.
I mean, I can't pick the best one I've had.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like the last one you had is your favorite.
Yeah.
And
that's Lost Lantern all over, right?
We have? No, never mind. Forget what I was going to say.
Okay.
Don't listen to me. Because I was like, we pulled some other ones from the earlier and tried. No, this is how I get in trouble. This is how I don't remember things.
All right, so the next one we have is from Alabama. We have had an Alabama whiskey before, Clyde Bay, and we quite like that. However, that's not actually from Alabama. That's sourced from MGP. So we haven't actually had one from Alabama.
That's a very good point.
Okay, so this is the Dread River Distilling Company's Alabama Straight Bourbon. Named for a fabled underground river beneath the city, Dread River is one of the most ambitious young distilleries in the Deep South and the first distillery in downtown Birmingham in over a century. Because of why? Prohibition. This bold, deep, and complex bourbon is Lost Lantern's first whiskey from Dread River and their first from the state of Alabama. The proof is 141.8. The age is 6 years. The mash is 60 corn, 30 wheat, 10 malted barley. The price is $140, and there are 158 bottles.
I have to ask a question. Go back a minute.
Yeah.
So Nora and Adam just walk into ASW, grab a barrel, and just taste this Fiddler Soloist. What is that like to find this in the wild? Like, that's the part that gets me. Like,
yeah, we've talked to them before, and that's what they say they do.
Yeah.
They go there, and it's like, what do you got that's weird?
Right.
That you don't know what to do with?
And they pull this out like, here, this is insane.
Yeah.
So anyway, go ahead, Scott. So we're talking about the Alabama whiskey now.
Yeah, no, we're all ready to drink it.
Oh, we're good.
141.8, 60 corn, 30 wheat, 10 malted barley. 6 years.
Oh, so it's a wheater.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I definitely get a little that vinely quality on the nose of this one. Sugar, like white sugar.
It reminds me of the Journeyman Distillery.
Oh, yep.
The way that their grains smell.
Yeah. Was it Silver Cross?
And it shouldn't, but really, I just think it's because I could tell it's earthy and
Very
kind
earthy.
of can almost smell the local grains.
All right, so now that I'm smelling it more, that kind of vinyl quality goes away. So maybe that was just the proof. Oh, and it's like a little root beer scent now.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like a sarsaparilla, like the root itself, very raw and herbaceous.
Yeah.
Are you getting cherry on this one?
I wanted to say it, but then I was like, well, maybe
this
not.
one, I'm actually getting the most cherry of the day for me. And I figure you're just like, you don't want to be like a broke record over there.
Right. So I was going to say it, but then I'm like, well, the sweetness kind of, and then that's when I came up with the root beer because that's also sweet, different kind of sweetness. But yeah, I can smell cherries and also like burnt oak.
It's interesting that they chose to put this out at 141. Like, I mean, they could put this out at 129, like the other one, and get a few more bottles, right? But
Oh, so much charred oak on the taste.
and root beer on the taste
Root
as well.
beer, yeah.
The root beer flavor definitely carries through to the finish.
Yeah, it's almost like you had some sort of cocktail where they smoked it with the charred barrel and they put the glass over it,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
they made a cocktail that has like I don't know, like nocino in it or something, that black walnut liqueur. Oh, again, and something that's completely different than I've ever tasted.
I can't drink this without more. I have to pour more water on it.
Okay, go ahead.
It's too strong for me. And I think that the proof is a little much for me. I think it mutes some of the flavors. I put total now 10 drops in this one. To me, it's a great whiskey. But the Fiddler from Georgia, the one we just had, is just one of the most exceptional whiskeys I've ever had.
It's so unique.
Oh, my God.
All right, so
now, but now with water?
Yeah.
This is so good.
Oh my God, it's delicious.
It's like sugar. Now I'm getting sugar cane
Yep.
and brown sugar
That's
on
what I was getting on the nose. And with the water in it, you get it back.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
so good. Now smell it.
Yeah.
Doesn't it smell like a rum?
Oh, my God. It does smell like sugar cane.
Yeah, because you said sugar
Yeah,
cane, and
yeah.
now I'm thinking rum, and then I smelled it and was like, oh my God, it smells like a rum now.
No, it really does. Why am I stuffed up?
I don't know.
I think my nose is shut down. It's like, I think my nose is producing like mucus to protect itself. It doesn't know what's happening. It thinks I'm under attack.
And you are,
I'm so
in a
stuffed
way.
up. I'm so stuffed up right now. So what's the tasting notes of this one?
Oh my gosh, these are just fantastic. I can't believe how great these are.
Lost Lantern.
The notes they have on the nose, powerful, with notes of chocolate and leather. That's interesting. The leather.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but
I can see
I
it,
think it's
though.
in there. But there's so much going on in the heat. It's hard to dig through the heat.
On the palate, dried clove, heavy oak, nutmeg, and more pomegranate.
Heavy Oak, my dancer name in college.
I was going to say it, but I was going to let you say it. Rachel will be like, stop being so mean to Ed.
Fine.
All right, so did you go back to the
Oh, no.
the previous one
Yeah.
just to compare them? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. But holy damn, I have a deep south hug now on my esophagus.
Oh my God, this opened up the weird finish on the Fiddler so much.
Oh yeah, it's a little sweeter, actually.
Yeah.
It's less dry.
Yeah, the Fiddler is a little sweeter, but
Oh, it's so chocolatey.
Yeah.
God, if you like chocolate in your whiskeys, this is the whiskey for you. The Fiddler Soloist, Georgia straight bourbon with that funky mash bill. Play that funky mash bill, white boy. Play that funky mash bill, right. I think we need a break now.
oh my God. But the second sip of the Fiddler, once again, back to brown sugar and vanilla.
Yeah. Okay. So of these two, do you like the Fiddler or the Dread River? Because you really loved the Fiddler.
I know, but the more I drink the Dread River,
I know. They're sort of apples and oranges, but
I'm going to stay with Fiddler because I think the Fiddler is like a chameleon. It's tasting the way it is now because I've been drinking a lot of the Dread River. But I think by itself, like if I drank the Fiddler on a Tuesday and the Dread River on a Wednesday, I'd like the Fiddler better.
I think I'm going to go to the Fiddler too. I really love the higher proof, the Dread River.
Yes.
But I think the Fiddler is so
Yeah.
interesting and unique and chocolatey.
Yes.
You just don't often get chocolate that intensely on a
Yes.
bourbon.
Yes.
Even with the chocolate malted rye.
Which is only 3%. I mean,
Right.
Woodford put out one that had like 15% then.
Right. So there's 10% smoked malted barley. We didn't taste any smoke.
No, I didn't get any smoke at all in that.
The smoke that I got was on the Dread River.
Right. I'm really excited to see how the new Riff jumps into this
Yeah,
game.
I know. So
When we come back, the rye pairing is going to be the new Riff versus the Broad Branch Distillery in North Carolina.
Yeah,
An 8-year, by the way.
yeah, rye pairing.
And New Riff doesn't do 8 years, pretty much that I know of. Right?
They mainly do bottle and bond stuff,
Right.
which is at least 4. They do have higher expressions, but I think they tend to be special releases. I don't think they have like a core.
Like I think
aged.
5 to 6 is what I think of when I think of New Riff. I
Yeah.
could be wrong. It's just it's in my head right now.
Right.
All right, so we're going to take a break
Yes, we need a break.
because we just drank 6 high proof ounces of whiskey
Yeah.
in about 50 minutes.
Yeah, less than an hour.
That's not what you should do in life. I mean, technically, we can't drive for 5 hours. Now, for the record, no one's driving anywhere tonight. So,
No.
I mean, the Whiskey Tangent podcast is all about safety.
That's right.
So
and this is my apartment, so I don't have anywhere to drive anyway.
Right.
It's Ed you got to worry about.
I'm going to be in the guest room tonight, which is Scott's couch. And so
that's right. It's a room.
Yeah. And it is Scott's couch for all you people that like to chatter and speculate.
Oh, really? Staying over again? Are you?
So we're going to come back for the final 4. We're going to do our last call episode in between because we're all lubed up now from the
That's right.
Lost Lantern Spring Collection.
Oh, geez. Did you have to say lubed up? We just got done dispelling all the rumors.
All right, good point. We're all warmed up. Okay, well, that's not
We're ready.
Better. We're ready to do the last call.
We'll see you in a bit. Okay, we are back and ready to taste the last 2 pairings, the first of which is the rye pairing.
Oh, yeah.
And Ed's going to tell you the first expression of rye, the lower proof that we're going to taste.
The family-owned New Riff Distillery brings a new lens to centuries of Kentucky bourbon tradition and has quickly become a leading voice in bourbon's historic heartland. New Riff is the first and only Kentucky distillery to date that Lost Lantern has worked with. And their straight rye whiskey was made from an unusual all-rye mash bill rarely seen in the state. The proof is 115.1, the age is 6 years. The mash bill is 95% rye and 5% malted rye.
Right, not malted barley.
The price is $100. There's going to be 172 bottles of this released.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting that this is the first Kentucky distillery that
Yes.
they've ever worked with.
Well, I mean, we know that they intentionally tried to move away from tradition
They do.
and to go where no one's gone before.
Their whole mission is to highlight the lost whiskey distilleries that
Right.
nobody ever thinks about or
They're like-
knows about.
They're like the Star Trek of whiskey.
Yeah, they were. I like that, actually. All right. New Riff. We love New Riff.
Okay. There's a sweet burst in the beginning, but then I'm getting a lot of other notes.
Dude, I'm getting cherry again. Now, I've been good with the not tasting the cherries for about a year now.
Yeah.
But all of these, I'm smelling cherries. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm getting a little whiff of chocolate.
Oh, chocolate again.
Yeah, I'm getting vanilla and chocolate. I'm getting some wood, and I'm getting some citrus. Definitely citrus.
Yeah, there's a little orange.
I thought I might be getting a lime.
Lime.
I'm not getting orange. I'm getting lime or lemon, but I think lime. Okay. Taste it now.
It smells like candy and wood.
Crazy. At 115 proof, this is something I would drink around my house any day. It's like the first normal sip I took tonight. like it wasn't
Right. It's not weird.
right. It was like wasn't bad with the head. It doesn't taste like turpentine through a dill pickle through a menthol cigarette or whatever. You know what I mean? Though there is a difference to it at the end there.
Okay, there's definitely lemon on the taste. I will say that. That is lemony.
And chocolate too. I get lots of chocolate on the taste, and not coconut chocolate. Like back to the one I tasted before, like the milk chocolate. Maybe.
Like a Milky Way on that finish?
Not the caramel, like a Hershey bar, like a chocolate.
Okay, not a caramel. Like a Three Musketeers bar?
No, just chocolate, like a milk chocolate melts in your
Snickers?
mouth. Well, that has peanuts and caramel and nougat. So
I know, I'm just trolling
yeah, I know.
So just like a regular, like Hershey's?
Yes,
Okay.
like Hershey's milk chocolate bar or a regular M&M. You know what I mean? Like that where the chocolate melts in your mouth.
Yeah, with a candy shell.
Yeah, or a Lindt.
Lindt, yeah.
But the milk chocolate one, not the dark chocolate one. You know what I mean? The way it melts in your mouth.
Right. There's nothing dark
No.
about the chocolate that's on this. Baking spices.
Oh, yeah.
So many baking spices.
I mean, I'm getting hard
Cloves.
smack
Yeah.
of clove. I don't know if anything else is there, but there's definitely clove oil, like strong.
Yeah, I remember when my grandmother used to make ham and she would put the cloves into the top of the ham.
Yeah.
And you could see them sticking out. And just that the smell of the clove doing that. I think maybe like I helped her once and
Yeah.
that's my clove memory.
I put a few drops on it. It let a lot of mint.
Oh, okay.
A lot of mint on the finish now and on the palate. Like it's very minty now.
I'm going to try that.
Put like 3 or 4 drops in. I didn't go crazy like the other ones.
Yeah, we did literally take a break. Like we didn't drink
We haven't drank for
pretty much anything. Yeah.
An hour. We haven't drank for an hour.
Ooh, even more lemon comes out with the water in it. That's surprising.
Wow. This time I'm saying lime, but you're saying lemon, so you're kind of dragging me into the lemon.
Oh.
It smelled lime. It tastes lemon.
Okay.
So I'm with you on that.
I wasn't really getting too much on the smell, but on the taste, I absolutely get lemon.
So this is not as complex as some of the other ones we had in the first half.
It's not, but it's so smooth
It's
and
such
easy
a
drinking.
very nice drinking whiskey. I would love to have this one, in my repertoire, so to speak.
It's not surprising. New Riff.
Yeah.
Like, they make good stuff.
They do. They do.
So we've had, I think, on the podcast when we did the episode, we had the Balboa rye on it.
Yeah.
I can't quite remember what that tastes like. I don't think it tastes like this.
No.
I think it was a little bit more rye forward.
Rye forward, peppery, spicy.
Dilly, spicy,
Dilly.
herbaceous. Dilly, yeah. Dilly.
Yeah. I'm ready to try the other one. I'm leaving a little taste of the new Riff to go back to.
I am too. And the second one we have, oh wait, you want to do the tasting notes?
Oh, the tasting notes. We'll do
For
it.
the new Riff.
Warm oak, vanilla, lemon, and clove on the nose. Fresh and grassy with balanced oak, milk chocolate, hints of eucalyptus, and fresh spearmint.
Eucalyptus.
That, I can see that now. I was saying menthol and all, but you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, eucalyptus and menthol are cousins for sure.
Let me taste that. Hold on. Yeah, there's like a minty eucalyptus and menthol.
Really
very
similar. I mean, one time it's a really funny story. I went to get a massage. I took this little eucalyptus spray bottle, like a linen spray thing, and I sprayed like where your face goes so I could smell it.
Okay.
Thinking like essential oils type thing.
Oh, no.
And so I stuck my face in there, and like 10 minutes of the massage, I had to like get up because it was burning my cheeks and my eyes. And it was like I basically like pepper sprayed myself with eucalyptus oil like a dumbass.
Oh, my God.
I have this like Asian masseuse that doesn't really understand me. And all of a sudden, like, my big Viking ass just gets off the table and she's completely confused and put off because now she's like all 5'4", 100 pounds.
Right.
And I'm toweling over like.
You're like
wiping,
6 foot.
Like washing my face in a sink and she doesn't know what's going on.
Your girth is flying around and you're like chasing bees or something. Like, bees are attacking my face.
I did have shorts on, so I don't think I was just like,
oh my God.
Yeah, I wasn't
no, I wasn't thinking that.
Yeah, I wasn't like out there being like a weather vane.
You wouldn't anyway.
That's right. Shade. Yeah. Let's talk about the next one.
All right. So the next one is the Broad Branch, North Carolina straight rye. This is another state I don't think we've had whiskey from.
No. We're setting so many bucket list things here for Scott and I on this particular collection. And I have to tell you that it's so amazing for us. I think it's going to end up being like 5 states.
I think so. So wait, let's go.
I'll get right here. I'll go through it real quick.
Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, Georgia, Alabama, Washington State, Montana.
Which is coming up.
Right, that's going to come up.
Yeah.
We've done Colorado before. We've done Idaho, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we did Iowa.
Iowa we've done.
Oh, right, so we didn't do Idaho. That's 5.
Yeah, and the one we're doing right now in North Carolina.
6 different states.
There you go.
Wow, thank you, Lost Lantern.
Thank you.
To give the Whiskey Tangent podcast whiskeys from 6 new states in one episode is really impressive.
It really is.
We've tasted a lot of whiskey, and yet here's 6 states that we've never been exposed to, and have only been exposed to it because of Lost Lantern. I think that's a feather in their hat.
That really is.
Do you still use that? Do you still use feather in the cap?
Do the kids use that today?
Do the kids still say that around the lunch table?
No, they go like no cap.
They don't say anything. They just text it to each other. They just text the emoji of a feather.
No, they just pick a word and then they apply a usage to it. They're like, dude, that is so egg.
Right. They're like 6'7".
All right, so this doesn't even count the whiskeys that are blended into the Far-Flung. So
right.
There's Maryland, South Carolina, Mississippi, Arizona, Texas, Illinois, and Wisconsin. And I would say there's 4 of those we have never been into.
We're not counting that.
We're not counting
we can't. But if people said, have you ever digested whiskey from those states? We technically have now.
We definitely can say that now.
So this one here from North Carolina.
Right. So here's the description. Rooted in the state's rich distilling tradition, Winston-Salem, North Carolina's Broad Branch Distillery makes spirits that capture the essence and culture of the Blue Ridge Mountains. This release, Lost Lantern's first from Broad Branch, is not only their first Southern rye and their first Hazmat rye, it's also a powerful and deep expression from a distillery with a rapidly building reputation for exceptional whiskey.
Wow.
141.6 proof, the age is 8 years, the mash is 100% Prairie rye. The price is $140, and they have 174 bottles of this.
That's an uptick. Most have been 100 so far.
Some of them are 140.
None of mine have been 140.
No, none of the lower expressions have been 140.
Yeah. They're all 100.
The higher proof ones, I think, were all 140.
Oh, okay.
Except for the Far-Flung.
Yeah, the Far-Flung was like 100 for the cask strength and 80 for the 100.
Right.
Okay, my God, the nose on this is really interesting, Scott.
Okay.
It's 100% prairie rye.
100% prairie rye.
What does it even mean, prairie rye?
I don't know.
Sounds like a marketing word.
Right. I don't know. Maybe it's a particular strain. I don't know. Oh, that's nice. You get a little lemon on this smell, too.
Did they actually go to like North Carolina and then go out to Montana? Did they actually go to all these places?
Yeah.
They don't send them the stuff to their house? I mean, it'd be great.
I don't know. Maybe they do.
I would go to all the places, and Scott would want me to send the samples back to him in his apartment. Can you just send them back to me, and I'll tell you which ones I like? Like,
I'm not that much of an introvert. I would definitely go out to all the
Okay, that's good to know. When we franchise Lost Lantern for Jersey, like Lost Lantern 2, and they give us a franchise, and we can go out and do this.
They should do some Jersey distilleries.
It's good to know.
We need to do a Jersey Distillery episode.
Yeah, we haven't done a very good job of Jersey distilleries.
We've not.
How can we blame Lost Lantern? We haven't featured any of them.
Literally living 5 miles
Have we
from
had Jersey ones?
We did
One Cooper River one?
We did one Cooper River one in the Madness
for a
tournament.
distillery that's out of business.
Out of business. Yeah. We're doing a terrible job.
Exactly.
All right, so on the nose of this, I'm getting a lot of lemon lime soda.
This is way more citrus than I got on anything else.
Yes, exactly. But then smelling deeper, I get like celery stalks and dill.
I see that. I got dill. The celery I have to look for, but I got the dill.
It's so herbaceous and citrusy.
It's funny is there is a general sweetness too, like a sugar, a randomized sugar. Like there's nothing I can put it to.
Exactly. It's not fruit. It's not brown sugar.
Yeah.
It's not caramel.
You know what? It might be associated with the citrus. I could tie it in there.
Maybe it's a sweet
like a
citrus.
like a sweet orange,
like
or
a
something?
muddled sugared
like a
peel.
little Grand Marnier orange.
Ooh, like when Rachel does like her little
Candied orange peels.
Yeah, that's kind of the smell I get from that. Did you just taste it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna like it. This is delicious.
Oh, that's marvelous. Oh my God.
It is phenomenal.
It's effervescent too. So everything that we smelled in the nose translates to the taste.
Absolutely
everything.
It was a perfect transferal from nose to
Yeah.
palate. 90% at least.
Man, this is good.
I want to put water in it. I don't have to yet. It's the smoothest 140 proof whiskey I think I've ever had in my life.
God, it's so lemon lime.
Yeah, I'm going to put water in anyway because I know better.
Right. No matter if it tasted or not, it's still 141
It's
proof.
still probably coming at me like daggers in my throat, but
It's marvelous. So putting the extra water in it makes it a little less effervescent. So I would say that I don't like it for that. But the flavor that you get, it smooths out. It's more balanced. It's more even with the extra water in.
And the mint and menthol comes through so strong now in the end. Oh my God, it's so good.
I can't wait to taste the first one now
Yeah.
against
Yeah,
this
yeah.
because the first one I feel like, which is what they were trying to do, was a lower proof version of this one.
Oh, they finish very similar, Scott.
Yeah.
Their finish is about 85% the same.
Yeah, but this is sweeter.
Yes.
Right? That's
Well,
really
it's
the
finish.
difference.
You're saying New Riff is sweeter.
Sweeter.
Yes.
Which is crazy
I
for a
agree.
rye.
Yeah.
You know, New Riff, the thing about bourbons tastes like ryes, and their ryes taste like bourbons.
Their schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Snozzberries. Excellent. Both are excellent. What do you like better?
Oh, I mean, I never thought I'd pick against the New Riff, but the freaking Broad Branch is just
I agree.
unique.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic. And the New Riff is great. I mean,
Yep.
I'm going to drink a lot more than New Riff in my life because I'm not drinking a 141 whiskey a lot. But to have this in my closet, it's really good.
Like if you like ryes,
This tastes like a rye.
Yeah.
They both taste like ryes, but this tastes like one of the most elite ryes I've ever had.
okay, on the nose, they have minty and grassy with notes of clove and butterscotch. Palate, intense spicy oak, dark chocolate, and a very full mouthfeel.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's it.
I didn't get the dark chocolate, but
No, I didn't.
And once again, just because they don't have what that's minimalistic tasting notes.
Yeah.
The
Because-
opposite of barrel, by the way.
Right. Just because we didn't taste it doesn't mean it's not there.
Oh, true. So the next pairing is the last pairing,
Yeah.
the Mountain Bourbon pairing. And I have to tell you, the lower proof one is a pedestrian 104.6. And I wonder tonight, it's been a long time since we had the Far-Flung bourbon that was 100 proof. Seems like a lifetime ago. I'm wondering if after just drinking 141 proof whiskey, if that 104.6 is going to get washed out.
Right. So let's readjust our expectations.
Yeah, and to see what we're going to do here, we have the Mountain Bourbon pairing. Once again, 2 states that we've never drank from.
So you have a description of the Montana one.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Right here. I actually have it right here, Scott.
You do?
I
Yeah.
do, yes.
I printed it out for
I
you.
know. It's right here. Look at that. You're right. So Closely tied to the Montgomery family's fourth-generation farm in central Montana, from which it gets much of its grain, the Montgomery Distillery in Missoula creates true grain-to-glass spirits, many with an old-world twist. The weeded straight bourbon whiskey is Lost Lantern's first release from Montgomery and from Montana. And like most of the whiskeys they've curated from high elevation environments, it's a real barnstormer. High proof and intense but balanced, with its lower proof at initial barreling leading to a lower final cast strength proof. The proof is only today, 104.6.
And you can say that.
It's aged 4 years. The mash bill is very traditional. 70% corn, 20% wheat, 10% malted barley. So it's making it a wheater, but it's got a nice 70% corn, making a very strong bourbon.
Another wheater.
Yes.
Interesting.
Which was the other one was a wheater? Which one?
Let's go back. Dread River from Alabama.
That's right. 207 bottles at $100 each.
All right.
Which has been consistent for most of the lower ones. And we said that the upper ones are closer to 140.
Right.
So.
All right. So smell and taste. Jesus Christ. Again, getting all the cherries.
God, the nose is delicious on this one. Now, this one's back to be more traditional. Vanilla, caramel.
Yeah.
Like a caramel apple almost.
Yep. I'm also getting lighter fruits like pears.
Yes, very much pear. I don't get the cherries again that you're getting, but I'm getting...
Well, the cherries where I always go when I get a particular scent of sweetness.
And I tend to go apple more.
Yeah.
It's funny. Both are probably smelling the same exact note.
Right.
And I'm identifying it as apple. It's not a green apple like Irish whiskey.
No.
It's like a caramel red apple.
A red apple, yeah.
Like, for example, no chocolate, no coffee notes or anything on this at all. It's very light and spring and bright.
So the mash bill makes me think of a Weller.
Yes.
Maybe they're
maybe
their special reserve kind of scent.
Actually, I'm getting a little cinnamon now.
Okay. So now I am getting even more apple. So it's transitioning from the cherry to the apple.
Yeah. Take a taste.
Especially the skins of an apple.
Oh, it tastes
so smooth.
It's very smooth. It's
so smooth.
It's very, very complex for being 104. It's actually delicious. God, it tastes a lot different than it smells, though.
It's a little spicier.
Considering it's not rye. There's no rye in it.
Right. It's not very spicy. It's spicy for the nose that we're getting. I'm getting the cinnamon that you were getting on the nose.
The cinnamon's definitely there.
That's the spiciness I'm getting. So it's a combination between baking spice cinnamon and hot cinnamon.
If you really go deep into it, man, it's a vanilla bomb. Like... what I smelled a little bit earlier when I said traditional vanilla caramel, blah, blah, blah. The taste, it's like white chocolate, which I know I'm not allowed to say, but it's like, which is...
You can say it. It's not real.
Because white chocolate is just kind of like a vanilla bomb in a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's creamy and banal.
Creamy is what I'm getting. A little bit of milk chocolate, but the milkiness could be vanilla, because it's very vanilla to me, and cinnamon.
So this is an absolutely fantastic traditional expression of a bourbon.
A weeded bourbon, too.
Yeah.
So, like... It's funny. I bet if I put this in a bottle and I said to someone that this is like a Weller, whatever,
it kind of tastes like the Antique 107.
It does to me. It tastes a lot like the 107.
It has those notes,
which is my favorite of the Wellers.
Yeah, I keep sipping that. Like I'm running out.
Look how much I drank. I drank down to the bottle. I can't stop drinking it.
I drank the most of all of these.
This is one. Now this is weird. It's not the best one, but God, I wish I had a bottle of this. It really just drinks and drinks and drinks.
Yeah.
Tasting notes.
Tasting notes. Yeah, do tasting notes of these.
The nose is complex and balanced and approachable with notes of cinnamon and clove.
Okay.
I think there's a lot more than that, but okay.
Yeah.
The palate was soft and welcoming, yet deep, with warm vanilla and milk chocolate, and a hell of a lot more fruit. Like there's fruit all over it. But
yeah. So I'm not really getting a lot of milk chocolate on this. There's a dark component there that I guess that if I was pressed, I would say dark chocolate, but it is creamy. So, and what you were saying about white chocolate.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm getting more vanilla than chocolate, but I did get a little bit of a, because remember, the milk chocolate is like, it's weird. It's like a sweet with like a little chocolate finish on it. It's weird compared to cocoa powder, which is very chocolate forward.
So it's not the cocoa powder that we're getting on the other expressions.
It's not forward, you know?
Yeah. So the last one we're going to taste.
Defile, the last whiskey of the day, everybody.
You know, I think the coolest name, Defile.
Yes.
Idaho straight bourbon. Named for famous trapper John Day and the narrow gorges, aka defiles, that scour Idaho's towering mountains, Day's Defile in Shelley, Idaho makes whiskeys that reflect the climate and natural resources of the Northern Rockies. This expression, originally distilled at a now-defunct Idaho distillery and aged by Day's Defile for many more years, is the oldest whiskey ever released from the state of Idaho. It's an intense bourbon that truly showcases the depth of flavor that can come from the aging in the high and dry climate of the West. It is 154.4 proof.
This is not a place for the weak of heart, everybody.
Now, it is aged 10 years,
10 years is amazing.
76% corn, 13% malted barley, 11% triticale.
Why are the triticale ones always so high proof?
I don't know. Maybe
I mean, that's pretty consistent.
that grain lends itself to it. Because we have had a couple triticales that have been hazmat proof. This is way hazmat.
Yes.
But hazmat is 140 and
I'm
above.
going to take a smell and a very small sip, but then I'm adding water. I'm not playing with this.
Yeah, so the price of this is 140 and they have 126 bottles available.
God, my nose will have 2 more smells and it'll be done for the night. This is freaking strong, everybody. Holy cow. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not going into it anticipating. It just burned the crap out of my face.
Okay, so this isn't the strongest we've had on the podcast. We had a stronger one on Doug's Vault.
By how much?
Not much. It was 156, I think. Because I had to go back and check because I did think that this was going to be the
Well,
highest.
this is the second highest in podcast history of 300 releases and 430,
36?
including these?
No. So 446. Yeah.
And when I smelled it, I have to tell you, my glass just pepper sprayed me.
Oh my God, this is so
Yep.
strong.
It blew a rape whistle and pepper sprayed me, and then the glass ran away.
It maced you too.
It maced me.
And bear sprayed you.
It bear sprayed me. All in the nose. Holy crap.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to go in for a sip, but I can't.
No, don't go for a sip. Just smell it. Just keep smelling
I
it.
can't.
Because we need to get past the ethanol.
Okay.
Even the neat glass is not mitigating the ethanol of this.
Hold up. I'm going to try it.
All right.
Okay.
It's very herbaceous.
I got orange.
Okay. It's an intriguing nose, so it reminds me of like a musty attic. So remember that Lost Lantern whiskey that I got, the books?
Yes.
Remember the,
Yes,
the musty
paper,
books?
Like paper smell, yeah.
That acidic paper smell, that the old-timey,
Yeah.
that's what is in here too. Leather-bound books.
Plaster.
Like plaster of Paris or like plaster on a wall?
Yeah, like paper mache.
Oh, yeah, paper mache.
Paper mache.
Nice. Well, that was French, and you said
Yeah,
it.
paper mache.
Good job.
I'm getting a little sugar, a little orange.
It's almost like a maple bacon kind of
Wow.
scent.
I mean, it is earthy and kind of savory in a way.
Yeah.
And a little grassy, too. I'm going to say like little seagrass.
It's very grassy.
The salt air seagrass, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'm tasting it.
Okay, let's taste it finally.
Oh,
Oh my God.
it's strong.
What is that?
I don't know what that is. I'm not sure that I like it. Hold
That's
on.
the strongest flavor profile
It's pungent.
that we've had in a
I'm
while.
going to take another sip. I was going to put water in, but I need to taste it again raw.
That is so strong. So the barbecue flavors that I was smelling, maple bacony thing, that is absolutely there
Like
on
a
the
brisket,
taste.
like a smoked brisket.
Yes.
Yet it's not smoky. But I'm trying to confuse everybody.
Right,
but-
but it's cooked.
yes.
The Maillard reaction, another French word.
I'm putting 10 drops in. I'm not even playing around with this.
No, and you shouldn't.
Oh my gosh. This is the second strongest whiskey I ever drank.
Oh my goodness. At 154.4, it is as strong as advertised. You are not going to mistake this
No.
for something that is even in the 130s.
Yeah, don't buy this by accident. Like, oh, let me try that. No. No. You buy this because this is what you want to do with your life. I already tell you that I would not buy this whiskey. This is not Ed's whiskey. It might be for Scott and Jeff. It's just a challenge. I know Doug would like this because he always has high proof stuff, but this is not my world. But I'm going to dive in now with some water. Probably got the proof down to like the 130s.
This is dark. Molasses. Black cherry. Clove.
Do you remember like the Caro syrup? It looked like maple syrup, but it wasn't sweet. It was kind of rude. It's like blackstrap molasses without the sugar added.
Molasses. Yeah, because molasses
It isn't sweet. It's not really that sweet till you refine it.
Right. It has a sweetness to it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what's in this. Everything that's dark that you could possibly taste in a whiskey is in this. Even like red wine tannins, oak,
It's a little root beer.
because it's also a little baking spicy.
There's a lot of baking spices on the finish. A lot.
God, I like this. I like it.
I do not like this.
You don't
This
like
is too
it.
much for me. It's not a bad whiskey. It's just not my whiskey.
This is super hot.
Yeah.
And I'm putting a
And this
bunch
is-
of water in it.
Yeah, I'm putting more water in the whiskey.
Okay. I mean, you might be able to get it down to somewhere where you do like it.
To tell you, I don't think it helps it. I think it takes away a lot of the character of it. It was benefiting from like 7 to 8 drops, 10 drops. When I put another 10 drops in, I think it watered it down a little too much. I mean, it still has to be 130, 128. It's not watered down, but
You know, I'm going to agree with you because I put in like
taste taste mine so you don't have to do it to yours.
Okay, well, I already did put like 8 or 10 into it, and I liked it, but I
Yes.
didn't like it as much. So I'm going to taste yours that you put in like twice as much. Right. The strength of its character,
Yeah.
which is what you liked about it, gets kind of washed out, and which is also fascinating.
For me, I would buy the Montana straight bourbon way over this one because it's just, this is so sweet and delicious and approachable. It's my type of whiskey as opposed to this monstrosity over here. I'm not drinking.
I've got an Idaho hug. I'm trying to recover. I'm trying to go back to the Montana one.
I drank a liter of water trying to dilute this in my stomach.
Again, folks, do not try this at home.
Do not try to drink 10 ounces of this stuff back to back like we've done. Even taking the hour break in the middle did not help as much as I hoped.
So I will say that after tasting the Days Defile, the Idaho one, which is incredibly high proof, incredibly intensely flavored, going back to the Montgomery, Montana one, the initial palate is washed out, but then it comes back in with its actual flavor and it holds its own.
I like the Montgomery Distillery even more now.
Yeah.
Because the sweetness really comes through.
Yeah.
Actually, for some reason, I have a glass left here. What the hell am I drinking? Oh, it's the Broad Branch is still left. Oh, let me drink that. It's 141.
We'll drink that up. All right, let's do the taste and notes of the Days Defile.
Okay.
On the nose, bursting with French vanilla, black cherry, and intense oak.
Okay.
On the palate, extremely powerful with clove, nutmeg, and incredibly rich oak spice.
He finally mentioned cherries on the last
Finally mentioned cherries.
You didn't even mention it.
No, I did.
Oh, did you?
No,
Okay.
I did. I did say it. Yeah. All right. So in this round, you liked the Montana, right? I'm going to say that I did like the Idaho better, just because it was intensely flavored, not because it was necessarily better. It was super hot. It's so hot. You're going to need to put a globe on this one. You're going to need to drop some water into it.
You're going to put a water cooler in it.
Right. Just at the end of like a party.
I'm drinking water like I'm on one of the hot wing challenges.
Right. We're on hot ones.
My nose is running and my eyes are running.
Would be great. We would go on hot ones.
Yeah.
I do really well.
I would get
spicy
killed
food.
on hot wings.
So what I've done behind the scenes here is
Right. This is their surprise we've been doing the whole time.
Yeah, so Ed drank all of his. 'Cause
Yes.
he can't not drink every ounce of that he's given.
It's the only OCD I have is I can't leave whiskey in glasses around me.
But I'm a saver, and I have
3-4 ounces. So
it could be 4.
he has all 10 whiskeys
All 10 whiskeys
in one glass.
in one glass.
The way you make an infinity bottle, we've made what we call an insanity glass.
Yeah, stir
It
it
is
up.
a lovely iced tea color.
Yeah, it's nice.
We're going to taste it.
Nor and Adam are like, what are you doing?
Well, we're doing it for you, okay?
For you.
We're doing it for you. All 10 of these whiskeys together.
Give me one of your glasses.
Basically, Scott's taking 4 of his ounces of whiskey and giving me some of it. I don't want more than you. I don't want it equal. I already drank too much. Give me that. Give it to me. Yeah. So,
Oh, right. I'm giving it to you. God, relax.
Give it to me.
Oh, God, you just spilled it all over yourself. What is wrong with you?
Give me one of your cheap ass paper towels, Scott.
They're Scott paper towels. They suck. Don't get Scott paper towels. Buy Bounty.
I don't know why I did that. I can't wear this shirt driving home. I'll tell you that much tomorrow. I mean, I got a lot of it on.
Well, you won't be drunk tomorrow.
That's true. I'll be like trolling them.
Yeah, so on the nose, I get a lot of leather and tobacco.
Yeah, it's very herbaceous in those.
Yeah. So we're not going to super into this. This is a monstrosity, and
Right.
we're going to taste it.
Just taste it.
Okay. It's pretty
It's funny.
good.
It's not as complex as you would think. It's like the best 5 notes.
Yeah.
As opposed to the 60 notes that must be in there from all the other whiskeys.
Yeah, it made its own thing.
It's a really good whiskey. It's got great mouthfeel. It's like an oily mouthfeel.
Right. It's probably like 125. Mm-hmm. The mash bill, I couldn't even begin to figure out.
There's a little burst of sweetness in the front, and then it just finishes with tobacco and menthol.
Yeah. It's so herbaceous on the finish.
Yeah.
It's sweet. It's caramely.
Right. So the way you do this is you buy all 10 bottles, some Lost Lantern. It's a bargain. Trust me, they're delicious. And then you put it in a vat. Get one of those like 5-gallon like water cooler jugs. Shake it up. And then like pour it back in the bottles, and you can have what we had, which we call the insanity glass.
Or you get a podcast and they send it to you.
That's right.
And you do what we did.
We really want to thank
Oh my God, I'm sweating.
Nora and Adam for
Yeah.
sending us this.
Thank you so much.
They're just people that we are a little bit, not a little bit, we're jealous of.
We're jealous of them.
They're living their best life, and it's a life that Scott and I have dreamed about, you know? So like they get to go around and find great whiskey.
Yeah, we were off air and I said they have the best job. Ever.
And the bottom line is they give this whiskey to the world.
Yeah.
And like I said, they send us some samples and we get to try it, and we love them for that. But every single collection, we have bought at least one bottle because we really, really like what they do.
We're definitely getting 2.
We're each going to get a bottle of this collection because this stuff, it's a one-off. You'll never find it again. And me more than Scott, I'm a sucker for a one-off. Like, I will chase it.
So which one was your favorite of all
I mean, it was
10?
It was a Fiddler, but I feel like the Broad Branch is really up there for me.
Yeah. They're all kind of getting lost in my head, but the Dread River was absolutely astounding.
Yes. If I had my way, I'd buy the Fiddler and I'd make you buy the Broad Branch, and I'd be happy. That's the 2 I would want. All right, so this has been an amazing journey for Scott and I. And for guys who have many great whiskey nights, this is one we're going to remember for a long time.
Absolutely.
So for Whiskey Tangent Podcast, I'm Ed.
I'm Scott.
Cheers, everybody.
Later.